So recently we got gameplay footage of Tears of the Kingdom from Nintendo. The way this gameplay footage has been received is very split. On one hand, people are super excited about the game and they're loving what they see. On the other hand, people are saying this game looks like Breath of the Wild DLC and they don't plan on playing the game. So which camp do I personally fall into? Okay, I'm going to be honest and it might get me a lot of hate, but I was honestly disappointed. I've already been going back and forth on whether I should pre-order the game or not, and after this footage, I've decided that I will wait until it comes out and decide based on what I hear. Nintendo's way of marketing the new game has been quite strange to say the least. And listen, before Breath of the Wild, I wasn't too into following the production of games and trailers. I would see a trailer and be like, oh, okay, cool, I can't wait to play it. But with this game, it's different. As I've said on this channel before, I was not the biggest fan of Breath of the Wild. I think it was a nice and fun game, but I would like some of the missing elements from past Zelda games to be brought back. Elements such as an active story that Link is contributing to in the present, and dungeons, which, might I add, is not confirmed in the new game, even if you saw the art book. However, when I heard about Breath of the Wild getting a sequel in 2019, I was not against the idea of it at all. I was actually really excited after watching the first trailer because it seemed to have more of a focus on the story, something that I felt the next game must have. With each new trailer from there on out, I've been conflicted, with the most recent trailer making me even more worried. This most recent gameplay footage has not swayed my opinions either. And listen, before everyone gets their panties in a twist, I realize it's only been 10 minutes of the game and that we really have no idea what the game will be about. But I'm still kind of nervous. The question must be asked, why does Nintendo want to hide so much of the game? If they showed off some of the things that people were complaining about, then wouldn't that encourage more people to buy the game? I know I certainly would. At this point, we have no choice but to put our faith in Aonuma and the developers at Nintendo. So let's jump into what was revealed in the gameplay. There are a couple new features. The first one we will discuss is Fuse. Fuse gives Link the ability to, well, fuse items together. For example, you can fuse an arrow with a Keese eyeball to create an arrow that hones in on a target. Pretty neat, right? This can also be used to increase an item's durability, something I also hated about Breath of the Wild. This is a step in the right direction in my opinion. I didn't really mind weapons breaking, but the rate at which they would break could be quite annoying. Knowing that I have the ability to somewhat preserve my favorite weapons is a good thing. I also wouldn't mind having at least one reliable weapon that doesn't break or run out of power, but that might be asking for too much. The next feature is Ultra Hand. This is probably the feature I'm least excited about. Ultra Hand allows Link to create things such as rafts and cars. I really don't play games to craft things. If I wanted to play a crafting game, I would just play Animal Crossing again. However, I am excited to see all the weird and crazy things that people come up with. But this feature just doesn't appeal to me personally. Whenever I get around to playing this game, I will probably avoid this feature as much as possible. The next two features I have no problem with, and they're just features I don't really have much to say about. Recall rewinds an object's movement, and Ascend allows Link to go through the ceiling, which can cut down on time you would spend climbing or getting there another way. These four abilities were the meat of the gameplay shown. If these four abilities appeal to you, then you were probably really satisfied with what you saw. If not, then you're probably more like me, and you're a bit worried about this game and how it will appeal to your interests. Another point that has been brought up repeatedly was the length of production on this game. Some people feel like it looks like Breath of the Wild DLC, which, I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but Nintendo reusing the same exact Hyrule as Breath of the Wild is a bit risky. There definitely has to be more to it. This game has taken 6 years to make and cost $10 more than its predecessor. In my opinion, with these facts and what we've seen so far, people absolutely have the right to be skeptical. Where's the extra $10 going? They're asking you to trust them, and I'm not sure this is the correct strategy to use. I also see people relating this game to Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, but I still don't see why this comparison is being drawn. Like, yeah, Majora's Mask uses Ocarina of Time's assets, but they are two completely different games. They may look similar, but they feel completely different. One takes place in Hyrule, while the other takes place in Termina. Again, it's too early to say whether Tears of the Kingdom will feel as different as Majora's Mask, but I feel like the comparison just isn't the same. No matter what, people will surely buy this game. People will buy anything with Zelda's name on it, and I'm kind of sad to admit I include myself in that group. I honestly hate talking about Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom because I know I sound like a hater because I have some unpopular opinions, but I love Zelda so much and I think this is why I'm passionate about having these discussions, combined with the fact that none of my friends like Zelda, so the only time I get to talk about it and hear other people's opinions is on YouTube. At the end of the day, we don't know very much about the game, so to completely trash it or to call it the best game of all time is kind of premature. We have about a month and a half left and I'm just hoping for the best. I want dungeons and a cool story and just to have a Zelda game that I love and I can play over and over again. I can already see the comments on this video. Let me know how you feel about the game so far. Are you excited? Are you not? I like hearing different opinions and I feel like most of them are valid either way. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I also have a Let's Play of Ocarina of Time going on right now, so check it out if you have some time. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!